ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय सदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। गौर सर्चग्रामिनिधि गौरं सर्वं स्तुवे गौरेण प्रतितं रहस्य भजनं गौरं सर्वं ददे। गौरस्ति कृपालुरात्रिन परो गौरस्य भृत्य स भवान् गौर गौरमचरामि भगवान् गौर प्रभु रक्ष माम्। भगवान् गौर प्रभु रक्ष। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपीकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। भक्त्या विहीनाय परागदर्शे क्षिप्तश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते शरणागतम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। एवरीवन कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। One more time, loud. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you. First of all, I pay my humble obeisances to my Diksha and Shiksha Gurudevs, Nitla Vishnu Om Vishnu Par Stotra Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, and similarly to my Shiksha Gurudevs, Nitla Vishnu Om Vishnu Par Bhakti Vedant Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and Nitla Vishnu Om Vishnu Par Bhakti Vigyan Srila Bharti Goswami Maharaj. I pay my humble obeisances to Srila Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada and all his disciples, to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all his associates, to Sri Radha Vinod Bihari, Sri Radha Raman and all their parikars, to all respected Vaishnavas and Vaishnavisi, headed by Pujapal Bhakti Vedant Bhakti Bandha Rasikanand Maharaj. Feeling very honored and very grateful for this warm invitation. Seeing all of you, I know many of you, I may not know some of you, but that's not the important point. If we know each other, we all are here for some very, very, very special inspiration to pour in our heart and take away something from here. That's the most important point, why we all came here. As we know, this festival is called Khetri Festival. I was speaking to some devotees in my tour, and they were telling, are you coming to this Khichdi festival? That made me smile. I said, yes, it's a Khichdi festival. Because they're not familiar with Khichdi, that's fine. But actually it's a Khichdi festival. And if you all Matajis and Didis, you know, familiar with what is Khichdi means. Everything poured together and blend, that becomes Khichdi. So all the emotions All the transcendental emotions, when blend together, it becomes Khichdi. And this is what happened in Khetri festival. The director of Khetri festival, Shri Jhanva Thakurani, the consort of Shri Nityananda Prabhu, under her guidance, with great acharyas like Narottam Shamanand Srinivas Acharya Prabhu and prominent Shinottam Thakur, played a very important role of this festival. In the remembrance of that, which happened in those days, part of India, but now is Bangladesh. So important festival. The great celebration of establishing some deities with loud Sankirtan. What Sankirtan? As Maharaj was describing, Golokera Prema Dhana Hari Nama Sankirtana, which Mahaprabhu got. Golokera Prema Dhana, the most valuable treasure of Golok Vrindavan, brought by someone who is a resident of Golok Vrindavan. Yeah? Who is that? Shri Mahaprabhu said, Enechi Aushadhi Maya Nashi Varalagi Hari Nama Maha Mantra Lavatu Mivagi Hari Nama Maha Mantra Lavatu Mivagi. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Mahaprabhu, he said, Enechi Aushadhi Maya, Nashi Varaladi. That external energy of Krishna, which is so difficult to overcome, and we have very good experience of this. And that external energy Maya, which belongs to Krishna, and he himself claims in Bhagavad Gita, Devi Yashagunamai Maya Durattaya. I know Maya, which is my external energy, is very difficult to overcome. Krishna is claiming this. And we have a lot of experience about this because every day we experience this. Every hour, every minute we experience this. And that was a question of one of the disciples of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Prabhupada, we chant 60 rounds every day, we get up for Mangalarti. We also do Sankirtan. So is that possible? Sometimes we fall in Maya? Srila Prabhupada smiled and he said, actually it's the other way around. We are always in Maya, but sometimes we fall in Krishna consciousness. We fall in there. So this Khetri festival is to actually fall in this Krishna consciousness. Fall into this Harinam Sankirtan, which is Shri Mahaprabhu's claiming, Enechi Aushadhi Maya, I brought this medicine, a herb for all of you, by which you can overcome Maya very easily. Yeah? So, prescription is there. How much to take? How much to take? How to take? And who's going to give this? In what? How much potency to be given? This all depends on the person who is imparting this, person who is giving this. So under the guidance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our acharyas, and in the guidance and the following the footsteps of those acharyas, the present gurus all over the world, they are giving this medicine according to how much can you take that. So is Harinam only the medicine? It's just the glories of Harinam only restricted to a herb or medicine to cure that disease. What is the disease? The disease is not about cancer and other kind of diseases. This is Bhava Rog, the disease of repeated birth and death. No one is escaped from this, right? We all going through from the ant to Brahma. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Birth and death, birth and death. This is the disease. So Shri Guru, he gave this seed in the heart of the disciple. By planting the seed in the heart of the disciple, by pouring that potency with that Mahamantra, which is the king of all the mantras, which is the essence of all the Shastras. What is the essence of all the Shastras? There are Vedas, there are Puranas, there are Upanishads, there are Mahabharata, there are Brahmasutras. And the essence of all these Shastras is Nigam Kalptaram Galitam Phalam Shuk Mukhar Amrit Dravya Samritam Pibad Bhagavad Rasamalayam Muho Raho Rasika Bhogi Bhavaka. The essence of all the scriptures is Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? How many verses in Bhagavatam? 18,000 verses. And what comes of the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam? The last verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the essence of the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. So we can very well imagine this. The essence of all the scriptures is Srimad Bhagavatam, and the essence of Bhagavatam comes out, churning Bhagavatam comes out what? Nam Sankirtan Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukshamanasya Tam Namami Hariparam. This is the last verse. Srimad Bhagavat concludes with Nam Sankirtan Yasya. With the Nam Sankirtan. Understand? But whose Nam Sankirtan? Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj used to tell us. Shri Ved Vyas, who concluded Srimad Bhagavatam with Nam Sankirtan Yasya. That's a Sanskrit. But whose Nam Sankirtan, one can get out of all kind of sinful reactions and can attain very high goal. But he didn't mention with whose Nam Sankirtan. So where Srimad Bhagavatam ends, the teaching of Srimad Bhagavatam ends, is the beginning of the teaching of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Chaitanya Dev. Understand? Srimad Bhagavatam ends with Nam Sankirtan. But Srila Ved Vyasji, he didn't mention specifically whose Nam Sankirtan. Is Varadev, Vamandev, Narsim Bhagwan, Matsya, Kurma? No. Whose Nam Sankirtan? Shri Mahaprabhu told us. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Only with Shri Krishna Sankirtan this can be possible. Why so? Because Abhinatva Nama Namani. Abhinatva Nama Namani. Krishna and the holy name, not different. Try to understand and try to embrace this. I'm going different levels. Because when devotees, when they hear the glories of Harinam, not everyone understand equally. Everyone understand according to one's adhikar and qualifications. Yeah. So, Nam Sankirtan Yasya. Sorry. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Nam Sankirtan. Shri Mahaprabhu declared, only by Krishna Nam Sankirtan we can attain that ultimate goal. What is that ultimate goal? The divine service of Shri Radha Ramanaji. So then one can raise a question, is Nam Sankirtan only a sadhan, a practice, and not a goal? That can be a question. That means by catching Shri Harinam Sankirtan, it can take us to the ultimate goal, that is the divine service of Shri Radha Raman. in the Kunj Seva here, in the Seva Kunj here. So is that Harinam Sankirtan only a practice which is leading us to this ultimate goal? No. Harinam Sankirtan, Harinam is a practice and also ultimate goal. Both. It's not just mere practice, it's a goal to me. Why it is so? Because this Harinam is, this Krishna Sankirtan is who? Krishna himself. When we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we should know some philosophical background. That what is this Hare? What is this Krishna? And what they are doing? As we are having darshan here, what Sri Radha Krishna is doing here? We can sing Mahamantra in many melodies, which is very good. That we are here not to please anyone, we are here to please who? Sri Radha Raman. Because Tasmin Tushya Jagat Tushtam. If with my singing, if Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna is very pleased, the entire world will get pleased. Mahaprabhu did like that. Melodious singing. And Mahaprabhu himself is singing so melodious. What is that bhajan? Dam gai gaura madhur sware. Shri Mahaprabhu is singing. Madhur sware. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Damgai Gaura Madhu Sware. Please excuse me, my singing is not good. We have great singers here. Thakur is here, Mayuri is here, Radhika is here, all these great singers. Of course, Maharaj is a great singer. They're putting on the spot. I'm just, trying to practice and get a reflection from all these guys here. Of course, Mahaprabhu liked that. But, however, with philosophical background of understanding the meaning of the Mahamantra. Hare and Krishna. Who is Hare? And why Hare is Hare? And why Krishna is Krishna? It's very important to know. When we know the understanding of Mahamantra, when we know the benefits of singing Mahamantra, when we come to know what Mahamantra can give to us, then it takes us to another level of understanding and singing. Otherwise, we just get stuck with only singing. Whereas we have to go, my Guru Maharaj used to tell, we have to go into we have to get entrance into the realization of that Mahamantra. How we get to know the realization? By entering into this divine domain, this divine realm of the philosophical background of Mahamantra. Who's Hare? Who's Krishna? Sarva Cheta Haraha Krishnasya Chittam Hare Yaso Vidagti Vistarata Radha Haramataha. This is Hare by Jiva Goswami. If you read the commentaries of Jiva Goswami on this Mahamantra, amazing. He consolidated all pastimes of Shibraj pastimes of Radha and Krishna in this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. In how many ways Radharani is Hare? In how many ways Krishna and Rama in this Mahamantra? Sarva Cheta Haraha Krishnasya Chittam Hare Yaso. That Radharani with her beauty and her qualities and her surrender mood and her love, she captivates the mind of Krishna. Sarva cheta haraha Krishnasya chittam hare yaso vedagdi vistarata radha haramata. That's Radha. That's Hari. One who captivates the mind, the chit of Krishna with her, not just her beauty, with her loving moods of Krishna. And if you want to describe this, then this story can go all night long. Because there are 360 moods of Shri Radharani, which is described by Shri Rupa Goswami in Ujjwal Nirmali. This is very high. 360 moods. And for that reason, Krishna, who is always boasting, in Bhagavad Gita he is saying, Ye yatha ma pravadante tam sathe bhajamyaham. You worship in whatever proportion, I reciprocate you accordingly. He is very, very calculative. You worship 52.35%, he is not going to go 0.36%. He gets stuck with 52.35. That's his nature. That is his pratigya, his promise. I reciprocate accordingly. But then in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, in Adi Leela, he mentioned this important point. So important point. What is that? The important point is, Se pratigya bhang hoilo gopira bhajane, jahan te praman Shri Krishna mukha vachan. This promise of Krishna got defeated in the worship of the gopis, in the worship of Shri Radharani. He can't maintain his promise there. He can't maintain. This was our Gurudev's favorite topic. So remembering him because he's just here for his pleasure. Favorite topic. You know, we are blending in between two acharyas, two Bhakti Vedantas. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, and we are in middle. One is saying chant and be happy, another is saying chant and I'll make you cry. You can't chant unless you cry. I'm coming to that. Wait a minute. So one is saying chant and be happy, other is saying chant and cry. We have to go. Which one to follow? I think we'll choose the happy one. Crying, we already crying. We're already crying in this world. What more to cry on? So, Sarva Cheta Haraha Krishna Sachittam Hare Viso. That's Radharani. This promise of Krishna that I reciprocate proportionately defeated in front of Radharani. And Krishna, Jahate Praman Shri Krishna Mukha Vachane. The evidence is the words emanated from the lotus lips of Krishna. With folded hands, he came in front of Radha and he said, Na pare ham nirvadya samvijam. Oh Radharani, I cannot repay your love. Because Radhika Prem Guru Ami Shishyanat. Radharani is my Guru. Krishna is saying this. One day Krishna Jagat Guru. Krishna is the Guru of the entire world. Our parampara begins from Krishna. Not from Brahma. Of course from Brahma, but who gave the mantra to Brahma and who gave the shiksha to Brahma is Krishna. Krishna played on his flute and he chanted the word cling, initiated Brahma. And then Krishna gave 4 verses of Srimad Bhagavatam to Brahma, which is the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. So our parampara begins from Krishna, Brahma, Narad, Vedvyas and so forth until our Gurudev. Yeah, that's our parampara. So one day Krishna Jagat Guru, who can be greater and superior than Krishna? Yes, there is Radharani. And therefore, we begin with Mahamantra, with Hare, not with Krishna. That Hare, that Radharani, who steals and captivates the mind of Krishna. Gandho Madhita Madhava. The Madhav means Krishna, who is so superior, he can easily get impressed with anyone. But the fragrance emanating from the lotus feet and the limbs of Radharani made Krishna so intoxicated. So intoxicated. And in that intoxication state, Krishna addressed Radharani as Hare. In that intoxication. Oh Hare means, oh Radhe, you stealing my mind, my heart. And Radharani says back to Krishna, oh Krishna. Oh Krishna means the next word after Hare is Krishna. Karshati Salavanya Murali Kalaneswene Shri Radha Mohan Gunana Kritam Krishna Riyate. That Krishna who played a flute and calls upon Radharani. Radhe Radhe Bhari Murali Dakive Madhya Ishwari Nama. Srila Bhakti Thakur is saying, when Krishna played on flute, what happens? Why the flute song is so melodious? It's not because of the lips of Krishna. Of course, it's very sweet. Maharaj described Krishna as very sweet. Yeah? Sweetest of all sweet. That's Krishna. But how the flute song, the Venu Geet of Krishna becomes so sweet? Because he blows the name of Radharani in that flute. That's why. And there are Rasik Acharyas in Vrindavan. They describe how the flute gets this so much name and fame, and because of that flute song, Krishna gets so much famous. Because of, there is one secret. And take this secret. Krishna is getting all name and fame, but who's acting behind Krishna? The jingling of the bell of Radharani, ankle bells of Radharani, get echo in the flute of Krishna, which make the flute of Krishna so melodious. That's the secret. Understand? Krishna cannot live without Radharani. Even in the name Krishna, there's Radharani is present there. If Radharani is subtracted from Krishna, Krishna can't even hold his own name. 2 syllables in the word Krishna. Krishna. Krishi bhuvachaka shabda nacha nimritta vachaka. Krishna means one who possesses all opulence. How many opulence? 8.5? 6 opulence. Samagrasya, Aishwarasya, Samagrasya, Virasya, Yasasya, Shriya, Gyan, Vairagya. One who possesses 6 opulence, complete. That's only Krish. Not even Na. Nacha Nivritta Vachaka. Na means one who's full of all Ananda, bliss. And who's Anandamayi? Radharani. This is the meaning of Krishna. So when we are singing, we can focus or we can meditate on these past times by staring at them, by looking at them. Yeah. Then the echo of this Mahamantra through the transcendental personalities reflect back to us. And while singing Mahamantra, if we are meditating on someone, XYZ, any material thing, then what echo come back? Then after singing 2 hours, what happens? I'm still on the same. My anchor is still stuck there. That's why it's very important. What is the intent? Now, one is saying chant and be happy. The other one is saying, Srila Gurudev is saying chant and right. Shri Mahaprabhu is teaching us this. What Mahaprabhu is teaching us? Yugaitam nimeshena chakshusha prabhashitam shunyate jagat sarvam govinda virenale. Gurudev used to say, unless you come on this point, on this level, you cannot experience the sweetness of Holy Name. Gurudev's words. Shri Mahaprabhu is telling this. Shunyate jagat sarvam govindam. Oh Krishna, I cannot see you. Krishna, I cannot feel you. Krishna, I cannot realize you. Yugaitam nimeshena chakshusha prabhashitam. Even a fraction of a second or the blinking of eye appears to me as million of ages have passed. I see the whole world is empty now. When this situation comes, try to relate this. When we feel intense separation from someone who's so dear to us, so loving to us, then this stage comes. Even in the material world, what to speak of spiritual world. The person whom we love the most, and we're feeling separation, and we have so many friends around, relatives around, what we feel? Emptiness. But the world is not empty. We have friends around, there are trees around, animals around, happy moments around, but they are not giving us the same happiness because my heart is sad. And why is sad? Because of separation from my beloved. Even in material dealings, it appears like this. Oh, I've lost everything. The world is empty. The world is a shunya. And when this comes to the another level of realization, which my Guru Maharaj used to say, don't just chant and sing, enter into realization of this Mahamantra. That enhance the emotions. And this emotion, unless we come to this point, what is that point? Oh Krishna, without you, Mahaprabhu is telling, without you, I feel the whole world empty. And a blinking of eye means million of ages have passed. Shunyate jagat sarvam. The world is empty, not because I got separated from my loved and beloved one, but I'm separated from, I'm feeling that, realizing that separation from Govinda Virahiname, from Krishna. This is such an important level. We all have to come here to this level. And this is not an easy level to attain. It's not an easy level to attain. And it's also not difficult. It's not easy and it's also not difficult. Don't think, oh, this is something impossible. No, this is not me. You know how much we all are blessed? Why we are blessed? Because of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He made even animals dance. Demigods dance. He made everyone dance and made everyone mad in this Mahamantra. And by seeing everyone get mad in this, he himself got mad. A mad person is making other one mad. This is a speciality of we Gaudiya Vaishnavas. We are descendants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Not direct descendants, but you understand what I mean to say. We are the followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And his nature, unparalleled. If we keep the contribution of all the incarnations, including Krishna, on one scale, and keep the contribution of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on the other scale, the scale of Mahaprabhu is heavier than anyone else. And I'm not saying this. I'm not just whimsically saying anything. Whatever I'm saying is backed by our acharyas. Shri Pradhan Saraswati Thakur told this. Shri Pradhan Saraswati Thakur is telling this. What benefit we all got when Matsya Avatar came, fish incarnation. What Matsya incarnation benefited us? He came from a specific reason. What we got benefited with when Shivara Bhagwan came. He came to kill Hiranyaksh and save earth. What we got benefited with that. When Lord Nrsimhadev came, he killed Hiranyakashipu. What we have to do with that? And how is beneficial for me? Yes, for obstacles, of course. We pray him when we get in troubles. Not when we are in love. This is very true. People are so selfish. They don't love Nrsimhadev because he's ferocious. Oh, but when I'm in trouble, then he's very loving. I was on a flight one time. I travel a lot. It was an international flight. The guy sitting next to me, he was drinking alcohol. And it was big turbulence. Oh my gosh, everyone was just screaming, whatever. And while he was drinking, sorry, I'm going just a little off the track, but I'm just coming to the very important point. While he was drinking, when he heard the pilot said, okay, please remember God. And he was drinking and he was, he kept his cup there. God help me. Just save me once. I'm going to worship you. Please, God. And cup was in his hand. He's not even keeping this cup on the table. I was sitting next to him and I was just chanting the name, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And after 5 minutes, the pilot said, okay, we are out of danger, there's no issues, so just relax. And he said, oh, really? Again, he stood up and started. In 5 minutes, he forgot what happened. So in good times, in loving times, we don't remember Nrsimhadev, especially in turbulence in our lives. Then we start remembering Namaste. Lord Nrsimha also thinking, oh my God, I know they're only going to remember me. No one loves me, but when they are in trouble, they're going to remember me. So what benefit we got? So Shri Prahlad Saraswati Thakur, even when Shri Lord Ram appeared, so sweet pastimes. But along with his associate only, his associates, they relished those pastimes so much. What we got from Shri Ram. Then he came to Krishna. Krishna came, Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata. He killed demons. Of course, he gave what? What he gave? Prema. He also gave love. To whom? Shri Rupa Goswami Pad said, Santar avatar bahuva pankaj navasya sarvatva bhadra Krishna vadanyay kauvad latosi premada bhavati. Krishna gave love, prema, even to the creepers. Which creepers? Those creepers were already there in Golok, in the Kunjas. What benefit we got from Krishna? Just the instructions in Bhagavad Gita. Ananyas chinta mam jejana paripasate tesham nitya bhuktanam yokshe mahamyam patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhakta prachati sarva dharman paritaja bhava. Instructions, 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 instructions. Krishna, you telling us, give up all other duties and surrender unto me. How about you? Did you renounce everything? Oh yeah, that's a good point. Valid point. I gave instructions. I have to go back again to show how to follow those instructions. Then that merciful Krishna, he appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For us, who are unqualified ones, sinful ones, offenders, no tasted holy name, the most merciful Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give us, to uplift us, uplift our and elevate our consciousness from this degraded situation to all the way to Golok Vrindavan in the Kunj Leela. Who is giving us this entrance? Sri Mahaprabhu and his associates. Amongst all other incarnations, Avatar, Sar, Gaur Avatar, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the essence of all incarnations, who is giving us permission and giving us sanction to get entrance into the Seva Kunja. Sri Mahaprabhu. With what formula? Patra patra vicharam na kurute na cha varam vikshate. Considering, without any consideration, you are mine or you are not mine. Without any consideration, you are qualified or unqualified. Mahaprabhu giving equal love to everyone. You can attain that love with this Mahamantra. This is Mahaprabhu. But then the associates of Mahaprabhu, they are elaborating on this, that what Sri Chaitanya Dev is giving to us, how we going to get that? Shri Jagdanand Pandit told us. Very, very dear to Mahaprabhu. You know, Jagdanand Pandit, so intimate with Mahaprabhu. He can even have, a sulky mood with Mahaprabhu. No one else can have that. Only Shri Jagdanand Pandit. What's happening here in Sevakunj? You all saw there? You're having darshan. What's happening? Who's sulky here? Radha is sulky. And who's specifying who? Huh? Krishna specifying Radharani. And that sulky is called what? Man. What? Malani? No, Man. Man means Radharani is Malani here. Such a glorious festival happening here. I'm so happy and impressed. Keturi festival and then Chulan. Tomorrow is swing pastime. And then Monday is disappearance of Sri Rupa Goswami. So I'm touching the glories of Sri Rupa Goswami in this whole episode. How Sri Rupa Goswami are describing? Ahir eva gati swabhav kutila bhaved hetu ahetu yunam man uchyate. Sri Rupa Goswami, you all understanding what I'm saying? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. Sri Rupa Goswami is saying, it is seen in the young ones, a very special kind of sulky mood. Hetu ahetu, sometimes with cause, sometimes without any cause. Yuna man uchyate. He's speaking about not ordinary teenagers, but this divine teenager, Shri Radha and Shri Krishna. Sometimes with cause and sometimes no cause. Radharani always manifesting this man. This is what's happening here. This is called the ultimate perfection of jivas. Or to be more specific, the ultimate perfection of all Gaudiyas. To see, not only just to see or watch, but to get entrance into this Seva Kunj Leela, serving Radharani in this Leela. This is the asset of the gopis. This is the asset of the manjaris. This is our ultimate. But how to reach that ultimate? By taking hold on, catch on hold, the ultimate. And that is none other than Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Nam Sankirtan. This is what we are doing. From here to there. You may see, this is not far. We can just go there like this. But not with the hands, with consciousness. So that's the benefit. Maharaj, Malini Didi putting so much efforts, inviting everyone for what? To give us opportunity to elevate from here to there in this Kunja Leela. This is only possible with Hare Krishna Mahamantra, this Nam Sankirtan. But with what? Chant and cry. Later. Thakur is reminding me of my rap. You want now or later? He said now. Chant, chant, chant. Chant the holy name. And life, life, life. Life will be saved. So chant, chant, chant. Chant the holy name. And life, life, life. Life will be saved. So serve, serve, serve. Serve your Gurudev. And Maya, Maya, Maya. Maya go away. So chant, chant, chant. Chant the holy name. And life, life, life. Life will be saved. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Everyone.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So chant, 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 chant the holy name, and life, 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 life will be saved.
Chant, 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 chant the holy name. Life, 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 life will be
Otherwise,
saved.
chant, 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 chant the holy name, and life, 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 life will be fixed.
Chant, chant, chant the holy name. Life, 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 life will be saved.
Okay, later. Anyway, coming to conclusion, because now we have Bharati, was the most important point. One of the very dear associate of Mahaprabhu, Shri Jagdanand Pandit, who even get sulky with Mahaprabhu. No one else can do this. Shri Jagdanand Pandit, very, very close and intimate with Mahaprabhu. Once upon a time, Shri Jagdanand Pandit have got very refined scented oil for Mahaprabhu. Thinking Mahaprabhu always singing and chanting, so much absorption, he get headache. So if he smear this perfume scented oil on his head, it's going to cool down his system. When he got this in a clay pot, Mahaprabhu said, "No, Jagdanand, I'm a sannyasi. Sannyasi is not supposed to put this scent on the body." And Jagdanand Pandit became so upset and angry. So upset and angry because he got this with so much efforts, with so much love, he just break the pot. And Mahaprabhu got scared. Now Jagdanand is angry. And Jagdanand, he left. Next day Mahaprabhu came. And Jagdanand was in a very sulky mood. He wasn't speaking to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu just said, "Jagdanand, I'm very hungry. I'm very hungry." Moment Jagdanand Pandit heard this, immediately start cooking for Mahaprabhu. And then offered to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu said, "I'm not going to eat. If you eat with me, then I'm going to eat." Anyway, long story short, Shri Jagdanand Pandit, he wrote one book called Prem Vivarta. A beautiful Prem Vivarta. And in that, he mentioned a very important point for all of us to understand. Those who want to get entrance into or absorption into Harinam. And he said, Bhakti Yog, Bhakti Yog, Bhakti Yog Dhan, Bhakti Aimat Smaran Krandan, Ataiva Nam Matra Jiver Dharm, Nam Prasfutite Hai, Rup Gun Karma, Krishna Nam Chintamani, Anand Chinmay, Jai Krishna Sai Nam, Ek Tattva Hai. He's saying, everyone say, Bhakti Yoga, perform Bhakti Yoga. What is Bhakti Yoga? So 3 times he's saying, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga Dhan, Bhakti Emat Smaran Krandan. Bhakti means, while chanting Harinam, while chanting Hare Krishna, remembering Krishna and cry for Krishna. Srila Guru Govind Goswami Maharaj also, he used to say, I'm opening a crying school. Unless we cry for Krishna while chanting Hare Krishna, then it's very far. This is the stage we need to acquire. How to get this stage? Which I said is not easy and it's also not impossible. By constantly chanting every single day out of love and affection, not just out of formality, or not to just show off to others. This is my personal emotions and personal feeling with my Krishna. By the grace of Shri Guru, he gave me this treasure. Now I have to hold this treasure and to embrace this, to reach to the divinity. That's the only procedure. There is nothing else. Cry for Krishna. any day, by chance, if you're very fortunate, while chanting or singing, if one tear comes in our eyes, just one tear, recall or remember that, how much bliss one extract. If one tear comes in the eyes while chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. How many of us we get this realization? Those who are getting, very fortunate. And I'm very unfortunate because I'm not getting this realization. But I strive for this. I'm longing for this. I really want this. So, dear devotees, my humble request to all devotees and request to myself too. I'm also a part of this team. I'm begging myself and all of you, get entrance into realization of the special flavor of crying while chanting. We should not practice. This crying is not out of practice. That maybe tomorrow 10 minutes I'll practice crying. Not like that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. But it comes spontaneous. Spontaneous. That day, or that moment, is the most fortunate moment of our life. Catch from that. Forever. And literally beg to Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas. Hari means Krishna, Guru means our respected Gurus and all the Vaishnavas. That may this moment, this day come again and again in my life. May I get this realization of what Mahaprabhu is instructing us. I see thy world is empty. Govinda Virheneme, in the separation of Krishna. Right now, are we separated from Krishna or we are in union with Krishna? Separated? Krishna is just here. There is a separation. He is sitting in the heart. There is union with Krishna. And when we chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, union is there. We are not feeling, but Krishna is there. But the practice is to feel that separation. Actually, I am separated from my origin. I am separated from my realization. I am separated from my bliss. I am separated from my beloved. This is Bhakti Yoga, which is so simple to understand. We are making that so complicated. You see, because that's why I said it is difficult to be simple and it is simple to be difficult. It's so simple to be difficult and it's difficult to be simple. That's what, as congregation all together, we come from different locations to pray to Holy Name. Please, we beg you, Holy Name and Harinam, give us entrance into this Seva Kunj. Not in any lifetime, in this lifetime. We are very demanding. Gaur Premanande. So next plan is Harikatha.